Andre Onana is the only goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool. Could he be our secret weapon? I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Welcome to the United Hotspot. My name is Webb, and here is a preview of this very important game. Win or bust. It's the situation we are in as Manchester United, a big arch rival, arguably our biggest rival in history. But guess what? The head-to-head means United will be favourites in this one. First of all, we are home, but we've beaten Liverpool 82 times against 71 for them in history of all the so many games we've played. So it's a very important game for us to make it another win. We can't afford to lose at Old Trafford. They could be the team on form in the English Premier League. This is the FA Cup and this is a grudge match. Now, United might not have the players to match Liverpool players in terms of personnel, but we do have not just the pedigree, we do have a secret weapon that I want to emphasize on its importance as we go into this game. And besides Andre Onana, who certainly has got to turn up if we are going to have any chance against Liverpool and Mo Salah and co, he certainly has got to turn up if we are going to win this game. But the most important player in that game will be the 12th player. Do you know who that is? It's the fans. Now, I was listening to an interview with Rio Ferdinand and Wayne Rooney. These are guys who scored goals, I think, against Liverpool. Rooney scored several of them. For Rio Ferdinand, a few. I think his best goal for United, one of those rare ones, was a volley. It was against Liverpool. Now, I was listening to them and they were talking about the importance of the supporters and fans in games like this. Now, here's the thing. The home advantage has got to play for us so big. Home advantage, I feel at times doesn't matter when you're playing against the smaller teams, but if it is against a big team and an arch rival, playing at home is always going to give you an advantage. And it only makes sense if the fans know their role in the game. Now, we know that when it comes to players and the general team performance lately, we cannot match Liverpool. That's without a doubt. But if the supporters know that the noise we make from the start to the end of the game at Old Trafford will make Old Trafford unplayable for Liverpool, then trust you me, we are lifting the players up. Rio Ferdinand and Wayne Rooney were saying that the noise, the energy from the fans just passes into the body of the players. And even if ordinarily as a player you cannot do something, you feel like you can do anything if you get the fans buzzing behind you, if the stadium is buzzing. So it's going to be very important. But Rooney again goes on to note, and something I agree with for the few times I played football. You've got to create the moments. The fans are not going to be shouting from start to end if you're not creating moments to cause them to want to get off their feet and shout. So players have got to create the moments. And how does that happen? You go into a tackle, show that you're fighting, run, fight, go into hard tackles, react, respond, shoot at goal, do things that are going to psych the fans. And sometimes, as players, you're supposed to do the things intentionally to lift the fans up. And this is very important for such a big game because trust me, this FA Cup is going to have a lot. This game will have a lot in terms of how we even finish in the Premier League. Because if we are knocked out, God forbid, by Liverpool at Old Trafford, the energy of Man United, the fans and everyone is going to go down. And trust you me, the chase for the top four is going to be dented so much. So we've got to have a proper side knowing that this final before the final, the quarter final against Liverpool, which is our final, honestly, before the final, is going to be the most important game to turn around the season. So the fans have got to know their part. That should be our secret weapon. The beauty is we know the fans we are up against. The Liverpool supporters could be few, but trust me, they can make noise and surpass the so many the 70,000 plus who will be supporting Man United at OT. So those who will go at Old Trafford will have to do their part because we might rely more on the fan support than even the players. But if the fan support is up there, if the 12 players doing their part, trust you me, we shall get the best out of Bruno Fernandes. We shall get the best out of Hoyland. I'm hoping he plays. We shall get the best out of Alejandro Garnacho. He spoke in the last game talking about how it felt good. Everyone chanting his name after that win against Everton. Everyone at the end of the game was chanting Garnacho's name. And a 19-year-old kid. Now, these are the things that psych players up and they will do magic. They look unplayable. They become unbelievably good. That is exactly what we hope to see. So that is the very important secret weapon we should be taking into that game over the weekend. Very important. But On the other side, of course, there's advantages and posts because Wan Bissaka is training well. He's back in the team. We have uh, Rasmus Højlund expected to be in the team as well. So those are two important boosts that we can talk about that can lift the team up. So again, the fans, if we see Højlund, even on the bench, even just warming up on the bench, that already is going to psych us up. If we look at Onana and his form that has picked up, that's already good for us to be psyched up. So anything small we can cling on to, we need to bounce on that. And I'm hoping that the organizers of the match create moments for, let's say, the legends of the of the game to psych the fans up, because trust you me, if there is a small moment where a legend who will be there, because most of these legends will be there, if there is a moment where a legend is going to come out and step up out on the pitch and psych the supporters, already we are lifting the adrenaline of the whole atmosphere, making it difficult, because that's what Liverpool is good at. When you go to Anfield, every manager who has managed at Anfield will tell you Anfield is unplayable, not because they always have magical players. No, their players don't somehow all turn into Messi or Kobe Mainu when they're at Anfield. No, it is the psych, the noise from the fans, because these supporters are shouting from the start of the game to the end. Whether they are leading or trailing, they will shout from start to the end to make it completely difficult for the opposition to even concentrate and focus. You cannot even listen to each other. They just keep shouting for you. And trust me, the players bounce off that. That's exactly what we need to give them. Give them a test of their own medicine. Let's beat them by their own game at Old Trafford. It's possible, it's doable, but most importantly, it's everything for us. It's for us the game. If you ask me, the most important game for Man United this season will be that game. It's at Old Trafford against Liverpool at a time when our chase for a top four is shaky, a game that could see us out of the FA Cup, which means no title if we are out. Trust me, it can kill the energy of all the players, the manager, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the fans, and everyone. That game might be everything, and that's why we've got to give it everything, from the fans to the players and everyone. Let's have a communication between the players and the fans, and let's create an atmosphere like no other, as we do hope that things will be good for us at the end of the game. Very important for that to happen. That's the situation we are in now. I spoke about Andre Onana, and I've been seeing interviews dropped lately. Eric Ten Hag speaking to BBC, talking about Onana and how he's important and why he brought him. And guys, if you have a good goalkeeper behind you and a good striker on the top, going into a derby, or rather a big grudge game, if I would call it that, you need to have your goalkeeper on their best behavior. Now, Andre Onana might have the good record because he kept a clean sheet in the Premier League when he went to Anfield, but we need him to be at 100%. And whichever person will lead the line, I'm hoping it's Højlund, to be at 100%. If that is so, you're steady in goal, you're sharp up front. Trust me, add on the home support, the noise. Trust me, we have a big chance to beat Liverpool. And for me, all this should be part of our game plan. We should know what our weak link is. What else? The weak link is definitely always going to be the left back, where we know that is where Mohamed Salah loves to play from, to pass. So we are hoping that Wan Bissaka is fit enough to come and cope with him, because if there is one player I believe 80% fit Wan Bissaka is better to start than a fully fit Lindelof against Mohamed Salah, because Wan Bissaka can get the ball off the feet of Mohamed Salah at every time of asking. He can't comfortably do that. So we should know where the weak link is and know what the strategy is to try and deal with it. So the weak link we know, but also the strong points. Our strong point now is the home. What makes it a strong point is the home support. The other strong point is Andre Onana. He's trending, he's in the rhythm, he's in the flow, he's psyched up. If he's good, he organizes how we play. Very important. Then if Højlund comes in and is fit, he should be sharp, always sharp, ever hungry. If he's sharp and fit, up front, we are sharp. Then trust me, the rest of the players will then lift themselves up based on those. And easily, we can disorganize this Liverpool team. The only way to beat Liverpool, have your strong points, have the side, disorganize them. They will come at you directly, be pacey, calm them down. You have Kobe, have Casemiro, slow them down, knock down a few bodies, these quick little players, the Nunes and Diaz of this world. They keep slowing them down, knocking them down to slow their pace. And before you know it, we are beating them they're being disorganized. They can't play. They can't put good passes together. Their rhythm is killed. Now that's how you disorganize them and then beat them. We shouldn't try to beat them at their game. We can't beat them at that fast direct game. Just slow them down and put them at your pace. Let Kobe Mino dictate when we accelerate. Let Bruno be shooting at goal. Let Hoyland, if he's there and fit, be there to pick up the rebounds. Things like that. Game plan. Trust you me, with that home support, we should be able to beat this Liverpool team. Very possible. A prediction from me, of course, it will come from whether Hoyland is there or not. And I think later today, Eric Ten Hag will speak to the press and give us an interview on the details, whether Hoyland is confirmed in. He was seen reporting at Carrington. We are yet to see clearly whether he will be part of the team, but he had said he will be available. So let's wait and see. If Hoyland will be there, then the whole prediction, even from me, will change, because the first thing I'll predict is he will score. If he starts that game, Hoyland will score in that game, because the psyche is there. He has been well rested, whereas he has been a little injured. Perhaps he was even kept to be fit for this game. I have utmost trust in Hoyland's abilities. I have faith that he will be available, and if he is, trust you me, Liverpool are in trouble. Danger. My name is Webb. This is the United Hotspot. Subscribe. I'll be back later.